What's up, guys? Let's check out Cooking Mushroom Man. I finally finished the line for Super Mario's Wave 1. So if you go back in my stuff, and of course there'll always be the playlist at the end here and things like that, you'll remember that I said one of the lines that very much interests me is the Super Mario Brothers movie, because that Bowser caught my attention. I wanted some Mario stuff, and it clicked. At that point, I was in. I picked up 2 figures, which was Bowser and Peach, and then I've gone from there. I now have Bowser, Peach, Mario, Luigi, and now I have Toad. So I finished the first wave. Yes, there's a lot more now. The next wave, if I'm not mistaken, is Cat Mario, the Wizard, Biker Peach, you know, Mario Kart-esque Peach, Tanuki Suit. Was that all? Did I name all? I probably named all of them. I don't know. You know me. I wing it here. I'm right off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure I named them. I think there's 4 new figures or whatever. But the one I don't care for is Catsuit Mario. I can live without him. Tanuki I definitely want. That's awesome. The Wizard, that's definitely awesome. I want that. I can't remember his name right now for some reason, but he's something I want. And of course, I want the Mario Kart Peach, because that is specifically the Peach that I use the most, because I started using Peach all those years ago with the first Mario Kart. Literally, that's where I started using Peach. And if you want more details into why I pick Peach and all of my stuff in general, there is actually a video for that. So annotation, bam, bam, bam. I think we got 3 annotations already early in the video. But why are we really here? We're here to check out Toad. And I actually am very interested in checking out Toad, because I have a feeling, how do I put this? I'm sure he's going to be fine, but I'm really curious about that articulation. Like, I'm very curious about how he'll move. Okay, so I don't think this part is going to take very much of our time. It's really just a retread. These boxes are pretty solid. They have a good window if you're an inbox collector. They have this tab, which is fantastic if you're an inbox collector. This will very easily hang on your wall and whatnot, and you'll be able to see the character and everything. The only thing you could argue is that the boxes seem big when you're talking about, like, Toad. He doesn't take up a whole lot of space, but solid window and everything, so you got it there. There's Toad on the side, pretty solid, and Toad on the back, pretty solid. There's really nothing here that matters to us, though, and this is definitely not the kind of the box that I will be keeping. I will definitely be getting rid of the box. It's just packaging to me. Realistic eyes. Premium details. 9 points of articulation. Okay, hey, that's fair. And I am curious to see the eyes now that I thought about it. I didn't even think about that, but the other characters have very different eyes, but I wonder if the glass effect works the same on Toad that it did on Mario, Luigi, Peach. And of course there on the side, that's fine as well. Nothing really going on the top, nothing really going on the bottom, except for the fact that, you know, it's from Jax. So, let's see the figure. All right, Toad. There he is. Look at him. He does not want to stand up. He's very back heavy. That's our first problem with him right off the bat. I wasn't expecting that to be a problem. Can we try to... No, that doesn't help. Okay, so he's got a big old head. The mushroom part doesn't come off. Real eyes. They are the little glass eyes, just like the other ones, but they don't have the same effect as the other characters did. That's for sure. Let's check his articulation. He's got arm up here. He cannot T-pose. At least it doesn't seem... Well, it seems like he should be able to... Oh man, that's rough. Like, that's really rough. Hold on. Okay. It's his arms are moving rough for me right now. His wrist does not move. It just kind of, that part of his hand goes up and down. That part of his hand goes like this. He can do the T-pose on, he can do it, but this arm is very resistant for some reason. It really needs to be kind of loosened up, but he can T-pose, so that's a thing. Dang, put your arm down, man. He's got his foot. There's a little bit of wiggle here. Oh, okay. Holy crap, this is bizarre. Okay, so his legs, you see what I'm seeing here? Let me fix that camera again. Let me get it. It does this. That's it. And there's a little bit of turn here on his foot. So that's his level of articulation right there. This backpack does not come off. It's got a whole bunch of stuff and a whole bunch of detail, and there is a lot of detail here, to be fair. That's actually pretty cool. There's a lot of little things and a lot of little paint apps that went into this to really kind of help it stand out and make him look like the little traveler man, which is cool. And he's got the one hand here for gripping so that he can grip on to his pan, because he came with the frying pan. He came with a little frying pan here so he can cook up the grub or whatever. It's very much a joke on the movie because that was a part of the movie, but there he is. He's got his pan. He's set for adventure. Now, oh, his head does turn. He's got a little yeah going on. Let's see if we can stand him up. Stand. Stand. Come on. Oh my gosh. Can we create a balance? Split his feet maybe? Oh, this is... Okay. Come on. Come on, buddy. Oh, this is rough. He has to be leaning that far forward to stand. The counterbalance of his back is really bad. I would almost have preferred if his backpack would have been a little longer. In fact, I see there's a little hole here. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm curious of something. Give me this. His pan goes in here, right? Yes, it does. So his pan goes in the back. Okay, and I think it's supposed to go all the way down and through. That's the trick right there. His pan is how he stands. I wasn't expecting that. His pan goes through the back and then acts as a counterbalance to his size. There we go. Now he's standing up straight. And now he can be like, sorry, Mario, but the princess is in another castle. Ha 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 ha. Well, which one? What? Huh? Like, they could have just told you, right? Like, you could have got to the first one and it could have been a misunderstanding. A doop doop doop, go through World 1, and he could have been like, sorry, man, but she's actually being kept in so-and-so place. And then Mario could have just went there. I guess maybe they didn't know. Oh, they were toads. They were somewhat insignificant or whatever. But I don't know. I always found that pretty funny that he like literally ran around to 8 different places before he finally found her. And like at that point, shouldn't Bowser have just moved her? Because it's very blatantly obvious that Mario's kind of moving in a straight line towards him. I don't know. Whatever. It's Mario. We don't need to put that much thought into it. There's Toad. Yeah, so he's cool. He is cool. He's fine. He's going to complete that part of the collection. So now I have the entire first wave. And I am looking forward to the other characters in the other wave, like I mentioned. He's going to be spot on. For what he needs to be, he's perfect. But I'm really glad they put some thought into this pan thing. Because for a minute there, I was honestly worried that he was not going to stand up. And I was going to have to find some way to make him stand up. My best guess is that they made this guy, and then they probably had the same problem I did, and then somebody, some absolute genius, I mean, it's fair, right? Some absolute genius said, he's simply not going to stand up. And they were like, well, every guy's got an accessory, right? What if he had a kickstand for his back? And then they give him the pan, which matches the character. They build that into the backpack. They know that he's going to be off balance and goofy. So they're just like, there. They're perfect. Look, I'm going to give credit where credit's due. That's pretty clever. And I don't have a whole lot to say here other than I love Super Mario Brothers. I've been playing it for as long as I can remember. I'm sure that it was one of my very first video games ever. And to finally put some Mario on the shelf, in my gaming area specifically, has actually been really cool. I've really enjoyed this line, and though I am going to cherry pick it, I wanted the entire first wave, I want all but one character from the next wave, and who knows what wave 3 will add. I'll be honest, even though it's probably going to be a horrendous fucking basically repaint, I would be very interested in buying like if they gave me Raccoon Mario, if they gave me Frog Suit, I'm done. I remember the Frog Suit was like my favorite thing in Part 3 aside from the Tanuki, even though it was pretty much garbage. Like, I remember I would get it and be like, yes, Frog Suit! And then I would like, but like then of course I learned the whistle, so like I was always skipping the level where you could use the Frog Suit anyway, so like who cares? But yeah, anyways guys, I've now added Toad to the shelf, and the biggest problem I thought he was going to have, luckily they knew. Catch you later.
I have spoken. Take what you will from it.